afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Got another Class A motorhome we're going to review today. Another more affordably priced one. This is a 2006 Newmar Scottsdale. The model is a 3201, so it's kind of a shorter Class A. It's only 32.5 feet total length, but it does have 2 slide outs. Newmar's great build quality and a real nice one for $39.9. Now, is it perfect? No. 17 years old now since the 2023s are out. So expect a few little things like any older motorhome's going to have. First thing you're going to probably notice is some of the striping and decals on the front. I guess it was more exposed to the sun. They're missing. Guys, you can buy those online, 30, 40 bucks. Put them on yourself. No big deal if that really bothers you. The sides look pretty good. Still got a good shine on the sides. You know, you may have 1 or 2 stripes that starting to have a few cracks in it, as you can see. But again, guys, I'm not making excuses for them. It is a used RV. Inside of this thing's really nice. And let's go around it. Got good tires on it. We just drove it in. It is built on a Ford F53 chassis with a 3-valve, 362 horsepower hot rod V10. 5,000 pound tow capacity. It does have a 6,500 watt Generac generator and 50 amp electrical service. I am hooked into shore power right now. And we do guarantee generator to run, put out. It's got dual ducted roof airs, which we guarantee those to get cold, refrigerator and all that. So both slides are on the same side, both with awning toppers. Does have the leveling jacks. Not a bad motorhome for under 40 grand, especially in the current market. And it's a Newmar, guys. You know it's top-notch build quality. And I know this is more the entry-level Newmar, but I'm going to tell you something. Entry-level Newmar is about like a mid-level Gulfstream or a mid-level Fleetwood or even a mid-level Winnebago. So their cheap is better. Newmar's cheap model is better than most other manufacturers' mid-level models. DSI water heater. Steps work great. Now let's look inside. Now it does have the original carpet, and guys, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to put carpet in it. So right now I don't have a carpet guy. I'm trying to find somebody. So, you know, I'll either knock a few $100s off if you want to take it with the carpet that's in it, or if they get it changed, then just consider it a bonus. But I'm gonna try to. I'm really trying hard to get somebody. Got a couple of guys that might be starting out pretty soon, so if it works out, I'll have them put carpet in this thing, have you new carpet. But you can see it's original, and it's not really that bad. It's just it's sun faded, where sun's been coming in a little bit, mostly from the front end. But looking around, guys, I mean, again, it's 17 years old. It's not perfect. Backup camera does jump a little bit, but it does have a picture, and you can see 26,585 miles, no check engine light. Get this, guys, dash air is cold. Windshields look great, dash looks great. There's no smoke or pet odors in here. You do have the flex steel captain's chairs that swivel for party seating. 7-foot tall ceiling height. You got the original TV, speakers, everything like that in here. Solid surface countertops. Again, this is a Newmar, guys. Very comfortable sleeper sofa. Table and chairs. All the lights work. And guys, I mean, I love Newmars. But if y'all, whoever designs Newmars, guys, lay off the light switches, please. You know, most RVs, you've got a light switch for like your main ceiling lights and maybe your bedroom and bathroom lights, and then you turn on each light individually. Newmar's got a light switch, I think, for every switch on, a wall switch for every light in here. I've spent 15 minutes trying to find every single one in here, except for this one right here, and I've looked everywhere for a switch for it. I can't find it. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Y'all may, for the next person that comes in, may go right to it, turn it on. So, but it's got light switches everywhere. Even just for your slide out, you've got 3 light switches there and 3 light switches on this side of the slide out, just for the slide out lights. The lights in the slide out. And that's crazy since there's only 4 lights in the slide. But hey, I don't design them, I don't build them, guys. I just advertise and review them. But you do have a pull-out queen-size sleeper sofa. You've got a table and chairs, and you know, just the heavy dutiness and the quality of a Newmar is just incredible, guys. And this is a lot of motorhome for $39.9. It really is. And I like the fact that 32.5 foot is still a great size for state parks and older campgrounds, especially with both your slides on the same side. So in case you get into a really, really tight spot, you've only got slide outs on one side instead of both, so you can fit in a little bit more narrow spot. Corian countertops look great. Notice they still got the stovetop covers, the sink covers, no cracks anywhere. You do have a space maker oven, so this is a microwave and convection oven. 3-burner stovetop. Like most of them, doesn't look like it's been used. And furniture looks great. Got a really comfortable leather recliner, and that's factory. I mean, they used a residential grade furniture in Newmar products. They didn't use just the cheaper grade trailer furniture like a lot of other RV manufacturers did back then. I mean, of course, these were a lot more expensive, guys. You know, Newmars were not cheap. They're not cheap used. They're not cheap new. They're a lot more expensive than your run-of-the-mill Fleetwood, Coachman, Thor, Forest River, things like that. I mean, these were, back then, these were pretty expensive even for an entry-level model. But like I always say, guys, you get what you pay for in life. You pay for quality, you pay more for quality, you get quality. And here it is, 16, 17 years later, and you can see how nice the interior is. And, you know, I like the fact it's got the original TVs in it, so, you know, everything fits perfectly, and that's something you can change out if you decide you want to. Walk toward the back, and you've actually got a, I guess you'd call this a walk-through bath, maybe? Split bath? Kind of a weird split bath. You've got your, and that is a, again, it's entry level, but they still used a porcelain RV toilet. Notice the nice wood frame. Shoot, I've slipped my tongue what you call that, but that wood frame around the wall. Notice tile floors in the entry level, and that's factory. You've got a solid sliding door for privacy instead of a curtain for the toilet area. Got a vent fan up top, plenty of lighting, vent work. You do have vanity area, medicine cabinet, glassed-in shower. And notice it's not bleached yellow from the sun, which is a good sign. Got a Queen Island bed, original bedspread, which how often do you see that in a 06? Got the bevel glass behind the headboard. It looks good. Big mirror across the back. Looks like original television up here. At least it matches the one in the front, so I'm gonna assume it is. Big closet and drawer space. Of course, when the slide out's in, you're not gonna be able to access these drawers. Little makeup desk, office area, get ready area. You can sit on the edge of your bed and use it. Another closet right here. I mean, they don't waste any space. And for a 32.5 foot Class A, this thing does have a lot of space. And Newmar's got a lot of neat features. Notice the heat and air system. Their ventilation system is the only one like it in the industry, and it's got a patent on it. It doesn't have, it's got 2 rooftop AC units, 2 13,500 BTU units. And it doesn't have, like most of them do, where you've got one input or one return up here than one in the bedroom, and then you got duct work. You see, you've got left, right, or right, left, depending on which way you're facing it. This side is where it takes in the air. This is the input, that's the output. input, output, all the way through the entire RV. That means you get even cooling without hot and cold spots, because with traditional airs, with a central return, like one right here, then one back there, the closer you are to the unit, the more airflow you get. With these, you get even airflow throughout the entire RV. And while it may not throw as much initial air out at first, overall it actually cools the entire RV off faster than traditional RVs. And it's quieter too, because you don't have that return, that open area directly underneath your AC unit. You've got insulated padding between the upper unit and your ductwork. So it is quieter and more efficient and works better. Again, guys, Newmar quality. And most people, there's two brands, especially in this era, that have the most incredible customer loyalty. In other words, once people own one, they'll only have nothing but that brand, and that's Tiffin and Newmar. That's two brands. Of course, Holiday Rambler too, before they sold out in 2009 or 10, or they went out of business. Those are brands that just stick with people. And a Newmar, guys, is just a huge step above the average RV of this era in a gas Class A. So it's going to make it hard. Once you see this one and you look at it and you look at the build quality, the hardwood cabinets, you look at the how well the HVAC system works, and you look at everything else, guys, it's going to be hard to go back and look at some of these other ones I've got for the same price, because this is definitely the higher quality one, and you can tell it within 30 seconds of walking in it. So, and I know the outside's got a couple little issues with stripes, but where do you spend most of your time at? Inside, not outside. Unless you're sitting out, underneath your awning or something like that, you're going to spend most of your time inside, either traveling or camping, except when you're outside during the day. So, and then you're not going to usually be around the RV except to grill out or something like that. So, and you can always paint those stripes yourself, hire somebody to paint them if it really bothers you, or replace them. I mean, there's all kinds of YouTube videos out there, and it's really not hard to do. And people are even spray painting the stripes, and it actually looks pretty good. I've seen some lately, people spray paint until you get just right up on it. You really can't even tell if it's done right with the right kind of paint. So it's not like it's that big a deal, and even amateurs can do it. So, but yeah. And like I said, those decals and stuff, you can get them custom made online. You can buy them online. They're not that much. Heck, anybody with a vinyl machine, you can go to these flea markets and stuff and find people to make them for you. They're no big deal. But anyway, this 2006 Newmar Scottsdale 3201 with 2 slides, 26,000 miles, is only $39,900. Now, for that $39,900 price, which is thousands underneath NADA base retail with no added options, even though this thing's probably got several, it does include our inspection process, which for that low price, to keep our costs down, we inspect and guarantee the following systems at time of sale to work, and only these following systems. Slide outs, we make sure they go in and out like they're supposed to. 2, we check the generator, make sure it runs, puts out electricity. We run it for a while under a load like ACs. 3, we check the roof air conditioners, both of them, make sure they both put out cold air like they're supposed to, which they are right now. 4, yeah, 3, whatever. 4, yes, we check the refrigerator and freezer, make sure it gets to operating temp, which it is. I've had this thing plugged up for a couple of days, and the fridge was on, and it's ice cold fridge and freezer, so we know that's good. We check the step, which y'all saw the step work in the video, so the step's good. We check the drivability of it, make sure the brakes feel good, make sure it shifts like it's supposed to. All that's fine. There's no check engine lights, and even the dash air works. You know how rare it is to find a dash air that works on a Class A? I mean, on average, maybe half of them work, and the older you get, the less likely they are to work. And this one works. So that there tells you somebody's taking care of it. There's no check engine lights. Also, we check the water system. And what we do is we make sure there's no plumbing leaks. If there is any, we fix it, and then we check the water heater and water pump on top of that. You know, make sure they're not leaking, make sure your system's pressurizing, make sure your water gets hot. And that's all included for $39.9. Now, anything else, guys, we leave the Mickey Mouse stuff to you. You know, any RV you buy, whether it's new or used, you're going to work on, guys. That's a fact of life. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. You know, RVs, you got all these systems working together. There's going to be issues. You're going to have a lot of maintenance. You're going to have occasional repairs. You know, when you first get it, and for the whole time you own it, there's always going to be little projects and little things to fix on them. Like, for instance, when I walked in here, I noticed the little plastic grab handle was broken. That's going to be sold like that. I mean, you can buy something and put there, you can change a handle, put another handle just like it, whatever you want to do. But things like that, guys, is part of buying a 17-year-old used motorhome. You know, I can't make them new for the price I'm selling. Well, you can't make a 17-year-old motorhome brand new. No matter, I could spend $1 million on this motorhome and still be a 17-year-old used motorhome, and you'll probably still find something wrong with it. But you cannot make a used motorhome new no matter what you spend, and even new ones have problems, guys. If motorhomes never had problems, why do they have RV techs and RV repair? Why do they have RV repair centers? And such a high demand for more. So keep that in mind, guys. It's like owning a houseboat or a cruiser or anything else. It's, you know, there's always going to be something to fix. Anyway, guys, but we make sure the major stuff works when you buy it, so that you know that a light not working is not going to ruin your trip. A broken pull handle or a grab handle on the door is not going to ruin your trip. A generator not working will. We make sure that works. A refrigerator not getting cold will, or an air conditioner, especially right now when it's 91 degrees outside, that can ruin your trip. We make sure all that stuff works when you buy it. So again, a slide out not going in and out correctly, that can ruin your trip. We make sure those work. Everything else is a luxury. It's up to you. And if you've got questions about that, pick up the phone, call one of my salespeople. They'll be glad to help you. This is what I recommend everybody, and then this is really common sense you should do with any RV you buy, whether it's used or new. You either need to, if you're familiar with RVs, which let's say you've owned one, or you know a few things about them, do one or two things. Either come out, inspect it yourself, you know, see what works and what doesn't before deciding to buy it or not buy it. If you don't want to do that, or don't feel comfortable doing that, or don't have time doing that, or if you want to do that and do this on top of that, hire a third-party inspection service. Highly recommend it, guys. That way you know what you're getting into before you are obligated to get into it. And yeah, I'll take the risk of losing a sale, even though I doubt I will on this one, but I will take that risk just to be as transparent with you as possible. That's how strongly I feel, guys. I mean, you have to take the age and the price in consideration, and what this thing is, the whole picture. And honestly, I don't think you're going to beat it for the price of the year and the brand. Now, I may be wrong, but look around, come here and look anywhere you want. Keep in mind, guys, our prices, there's no extra fees. All right, it's $39.9 plus applicable sales tax. All right, there's no dock fees, prep fees, processing fees, freight fees, get ready fees, happy camper fees, you know, lay down fees and franchise fees, whatever name they come up with, guys. All those fees are nothing but dealer profit. We do have to charge applicable sales tax. Well, that's because Uncle Sam's got to have their cut, but but not everybody pays us sales tax. You know, sometimes you'll pay us sales tax, sometimes you'll pay, if you're out of state, and depending on how you pay for it, what state you register in, you'll pay your sales tax in your home state when you tag and title it. Sales tax laws are complicated. Instead of breaking down all these scenarios from all 50 states, just give us a call, my salespeople, and tell your salesperson what state you are live in and how you're paying for it, and we'll give you the information instead of telling you, hey, if you live in Rhode Island and you're financing it, you pay this and this and this, and if you're paying cash, you pay that, that, and that. Just call us and we'll give you that information. I'm not going to bore y'all with all 50 state details. And if you are a Georgia resident, guys, as every Georgia resident pretty much knows, anything you buy, individual or dealer, there is a highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. On a motorhome like this, probably going to be a $100 highway impact fee, $40 to $50 tag and title fee. That goes right to the state. We make no profit on that. We don't charge you for the drive out tag or anything. So we keep things easy, simple, and done. That's why we've been in business since 1968. That's why we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. And it's an 06, so yes, we do have some financing available with approved credit and down payment with no dealer rate markup, or no dealer interest rate markup. Yeah. In other words, we don't make money on financing like all the other dealers do, and that can save you tons of money on financing. And we also encourage you to check with your own bank or credit union to see what kind of loan they can do on an 06 Scottsdale 3201, so you have a basis of comparison. Sometimes we can beat your local bank credit union, sometimes we can't. We don't care who you go through, since we don't make money on financing anyway. It's entirely up to you who you want to finance through, if you even need financing. You know, most people, believe it or not, in this price range of under 50 grand are cash shoppers. That's why they're looking for a deal. Here it is. Good brand, good quality, well cared for, $39.9. Haggle free, firm. I don't care how you're paying for it. Don't matter how. I don't care how far you're coming to get it. That's the price. If you need delivery, we have it available. $1.50 a loaded mile one way. We do not charge for the return trip. That is non-negotiable. $1.50 a mile. That we actually lose money on that. And again, guys, the carpet, I will try to get it replaced. If I don't, we'll knock off a few $100 because there's not much carpet in here to replace, and so much of this floor is tile. However, if we do replace it, I mean, the price is still $39.9. But if we don't, and you know, and you don't want to wait for us to get somebody to replace it, we'll knock off a few $100. You can take it home the same day. So, you know, it's up to you. And if you got questions about any of this, again, call us 706-965-7929. We take trade-ins, and come out and visit with us, guys. Located at 5568 Battlefield Parkway in beautiful Ringo, Georgia. 100+ used RVs in stock. We bought 10 or 12 this morning, guys. We had a really productive day buying a lot of motorhomes, few travel trailers, neat stuff. I mean, I bought motorhomes with as low as 4,900 miles on it this morning. Some really neat, a good mixture of stuff. You know, I've got some stuff coming in that's 1 or 2 years old. I've got some stuff coming in that's 10 or 12 years old. Got a really good mixture of price ranges, sizes, types, and some really cool stuff. So stay tuned. And guys, of course, you know, keep in mind, when I say I buy a lot, not everything makes it to my video channel. See, you got a lot of obstacles I and you, of course, have to overcome on these RVs. See, so many people call in and looking for a particular RV, and my salespeople are very diligent about getting your name and phone number. We don't bug you. We don't do marketing. We don't sell your information. But if somebody calls, say they want a 30-foot Class A with one slide, this particular brand, this particular floor plan, we're going to write your name and number down. We're going to call you if we ever get one in. See, what happens is we'll get these things in, and I don't post them online till they get out here on the lot and get a price on them. Well, these things come in, they go to the shop, you know, for cleanup, or if they need furniture recovered or whatever, and the salespeople go ahead and tell their customers about it, send them pictures on their phones, and you know, I would say a good 30 to 40% of what we buy sells before I can put it online. Sorry about that, guys. Had to do a quick battery swap. My battery, I guess, is getting worn out. What I was getting at is, you know, you'd be surprised with about 30, maybe 40% of the stuff we get in, I never get to post on the website or go online. In fact, we had one this morning sale that I never even got to shoot. A Phaeton diesel. I would have loved to have filmed. But, again, I highly encourage anybody who's in the market for an RV. Even if we don't have what you're looking for, because you will thank me for this later. Call and talk to one of our salespeople. Write down their name and their phone number after you talk to them. You know, if a lot of times they'll give you their cell number too. Let them, even if we don't have what you're looking for on the website, or I hadn't done a video on it, let them work for you. Let them find you one. They will. We'll get one in, and you can't beat the price. Like that Phaeton that came in that people bought this morning, guys. They drove from like Oregon, and they'd been talking to one of my salespeople for Dave for probably 6 months, looking for a particular RV with a particular floor plan, particular price range that they just hadn't had any luck, and we happened to get it in. And he told them about it, sent them pictures, and they bought it. Came down here and got it this morning. So it doesn't hurt to do that, guys, if you're serious about buying. Now, if you're not serious about buying, please don't, because my guys have got notebooks of phone numbers and names of people to call. You know, there's no sense in doing that if you're not serious about buying. But and gives you a chance to buy it before I post it online, because y'all got to realize I got almost 34,000 YouTube subscribers, and all of that. When I post a video and I put it on the website, it goes to thousands more on RV Trader, RVT, our website, Google, and more, Craigslist, Facebook, and all that aren't even on my YouTube channel. So it really helps to get to know one of our salespeople and try to deal with the same one too, because that way they know you, you get to know them, and it just makes it a lot more pleasant buying experience, and you get a great deal and you get what you want instead of settling for something you don't that way. So just my advice. And I got a great bunch of guys. There's no pressure, no sales pressure. We're the only dealership around that lets you come out and look without going through a sales office and without being escorted by a salesperson. I mean, I've got over 100 plus used RVs out here. You can just walk around. Everything's open. Everything's got a price. It's going to be hotter than Hades out here right now. I'm not going to lie to you. So stay hydrated, stay cool. You may want to leave your car running so you can go back out and cool off. But I'm not going to lie about that. But I am the only dealership around that lets you just simply come out and look. All these other places, they want you to park in customer parking where you can't even go out to your car and cool off. They want you to go through a sales office, get assigned a salesperson who's going to interrogate you, show you what they want you to see, not what you want to see. And that's just not how you buy. That's not how you buy an RV, guys. Nobody has to own one of these. Nobody has to buy one. So why are they treating you like a high-pressure car dealership? I never did get that. Look at your own pace here. If you want to talk to somebody, come in the showroom. If you don't, get in your car and leave. No problem. We're not going to bother you. If you know what you want, we don't have it, leave your name and phone number. It's that simple. We're not going to call you. We're not going to text you. We're not going to do marketing emails and all this stuff. If we call you, we don't even want your email, because we'd rather have a phone number. If we call you, it's because we have what you're looking for, and we're going to let you know about it and give you a chance to buy it. And you can say yes, or I've already bought one, or I'm not going to buy one, whatever. And if you say no, I'm not in the market anymore, or I bought one, you know what's going to happen? We'll mark your phone number off our list, and you'll never hear from us again. It's that simple. So that's why I highly encourage you guys to contact us, get a salesperson, get to know them, let them get to know you. A lot of benefits to you doing that. So I know it's old school, but the old school ways work in this business, contrary to what other dealers will tell you. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, smash me a thumbs up, and feel free to comment, share on social media, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.